For this video, we're going to be doing some basket weave. So I just wanted to show you the nozzles that I'm going to use. So this is a 20B nozzle, and this one's around number 3. You might want to use number 2, or a smaller or larger one. It's entirely up to you. There's a bit of basket weave effect there that I've done, and we're going to do a little bit more so I can show you how it's done. It's best to practice first on a work surface or a piece of greaseproof paper before you put it on the cake, just so that you've had a go at it. So I'm going to take my round nozzle and I'm just going to pipe a straight line. Then I'm going to take the other nozzle, the 20B, and I'm going to start from one side and I'm going to go just over it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a gap now underneath. It's about the same width as my nozzle. And I'm going to start at the same point again and go over and press it down. And we're going to do this all the way down. But if you ever practice, you get a rough idea then for the spaces you need to leave. So this one here is probably a little bit big. I'm probably going to end up with a bit of a gap on that one. So back to our round nozzle. We're going to start at the edge. I'm going to pull the line to the bottom. If you don't pull it apart like I have done. Okay, so back to this one again. Starting next to your first line, and we're going to bring it over. So in that gap, bring it over. In that gap, and over. Obviously you can spend a little bit more time than I have done making it neater. So back to the circular nozzle, and we're going to put another line straight down. Try if you can to space all your lines out evenly, and then again we're filling it in from that line before to just over. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see on the camera, but that's your basket weave effect. And what we're going to do now is put that on a cake. So I've iced a small cake. Now I've iced the top separate to the sides, just because it's going to be covered, so you're not going to see it. So I haven't spent ages smoothing it down and getting it all nice and neat. Okay, so now we're going to repeat the process that we did on the paper on the cake. Now it might be a bit more difficult for you to see. We're going to create a straight line. You might find it easier to go top to bottom or bottom to top. So if it doesn't work, like mine hasn't, just pull it off and we'll start again. Okay, so we've got our first line on. We're going to go, we'll start from the bottom I think. We'll go over that line. I'm going to leave a bit of a gap and we're going to go over again. Leave a gap. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see that. And we're going to add another line up there. To the top, like so. Try and keep it straight. Mine's not very straight, but I'm struggling from this angle. And what we're going to do now is in the gap, we're going to start squeezing and we're going to go over and down, over and release. Okay, and we're going to keep doing that all the way around. So I've gone all the way around to create a bit of a basket weave effect now. So I'm not going to worry too much about being neat around the edges again, because what we'll do is we'll put a bit of piping on the top of that. So we'll just create some swirls over the top, and we'll keep going all the way around like that. So once we've got an edging on, we're going to let it dry for a little bit. And then what I've got is some cake pops that I've made. Now I do have various videos for how I made these as cake pops. And then I've just pulled the stick out to stick them in here. And we're going to mix them with some green leaves in the top. So I've just got some green fondant. And we're just going to make each leaf by creating a ball. then squashing it into a teardrop shape. I'm just going to push a line down the centre with my cocktail stick, like so. Okay, and what I'm going to do is add a few of these around the edge. You can make them all different sizes. So I've added leaves all the way around, and I've put some poking upwards a little bit at the back. And what we're going to do now is start to add our cake pops into the centre. So I'm just going to put a bit of chocolate buttercream on them to hold them in place. And it's going to be a case of squeezing them all in now. Hopefully they'll all fit. So I'm just going to add another leaf in to prop up that green one in the centre with. So just roll in a nice fat leaf. And I'm going to stick that under the green one. We'll stick that one in there. Just trying to position them all in so they fit. Just move them around until you're happy with them. Squeezing buttercream in that gap. I'm about happy with them in there like that. And then if you want to add some flowers and bits and pieces to the edge, you can do. So have a look at my other videos for the cake pops for the bits at the top as well, and have a go at the basket weave. Thank you for watching.
If you liked this video and would like to see more, please click on the images of the other videos suggested. Also, please do subscribe to my channel using the button at the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You can also visit my cake website and my Facebook page to see more cakes and ideas.